Saturday evening will certainly be full of cheers. People plan to ring in 2017, and I'm sure many of you are excited to actually let go of 2016. But let us not forget our very own friends, the pets. Fireworks will be a definite if it doesn't rain, of course, but to talk more about how to take precautionary measures when using fireworks, especially against our fellow friends, which is our pets. We're joined in our studios here by Gideon Morar. He is the Senior Inspector from the SPCA to talk to us through about making sure how our pets don't get traumatized. Gideon, good morning to you and welcome to Morning Live.
Morning. Thank you so much for having me.
Thank you so much for coming through, and it's, of course, that time of day again. Our pets are going to get so traumatized. It is an annual event.
Unfortunately so, yes.
Yeah. But then how do pet owners go about making sure that everything is all right for their pets?
The best thing that I can recommend is to try and plan your holiday or your holiday period in advance. Try and, by all means, to get someone to look after your pet. Be with it, physically be with your pet when you're away at the party or whatever the case is.
Yeah.
Keep the animal indoors in a safe environment, where it can't really escape or hurt itself. Try your best to, comfort the pet, reassure it that it's safe. It's a very traumatic experience for them.
It is.
It's an ongoing thing throughout the whole night, unfortunately.
Yeah, and we do know that there are those pills for dogs and cats to actually calm them a little bit down.
Yes.
Where can the owners get hold of those pills?
Look, mostly those kind of medications, sedatives, you have to actually approach a vet or a qualified animal doctor.
Yeah. You can't just go over the counter.
I'm afraid not. No, it's not one of those things you can just get from a pharmacy and dose your pet with it, because it might not be safe. It might have a worse effect actually on the animal. So you have to consult with a professional.
Yeah, Gideon, talk to us about the incidents, last year's incidents. How many people's pets got lost?
Gosh, I can't even begin to explain the numbers. I don't have a figure, but from our side in Johannesburg, we had, our kennels were full. Our entire facilities were full with lost animals. Our inspectors, our colleagues were constantly on the road trying to collect them from the street. Some other animals, they got stuck in razor wire. Some other animals actually die just of shock altogether.
That was cruelty to animals.
Small birds and different kinds of animals actually die outright from shock, and I don't think people also realize that it doesn't just affect the dogs and cats, it affects all the animals.
Yeah, but we've also learned that the High Court actually granted SPCA an interdict on the usage of fireworks in Ekurhuleni. Surely this must be quite a victory for you guys.
It's very exciting, and we are very proud for that. It did happen in the Kempton Park district, so we're also trying to push for other districts to also get involved and take into consideration, what the harmful effects it has on animals, in their area, and wild animals and people's pets. It's a big breakthrough for us as a movement.
Yeah, and I would like to believe that precautions will vary from one pet to another. The way that your dog would get traumatized would differ from the way your pet would.
Yes, absolutely. Look, some dogs are indoor dogs. They might be used to being inside. In this country, we have a culture of keeping the dogs outside a lot. But they do need to be monitored. They do need to have some kind of supervision, someone that can check in on them. Wherever they're staying, it must be, very secure so that they can't escape.
Yeah.
What happens with many animals is they'll try and force themselves out of the yard just so that they can run away from that sound, and resulting in getting stuck in the fence, getting stuck in barbed wire. I've seen a dog that got stuck in, burglar bars. Unfortunately, it died there as well, and it's really a big challenge for all pet owners, and not only pet owners. Like I said before, though, there's wild animals to take into consideration, small animals, birds, and so forth.
So we've got to be very considerate.
Yes, try and use those fireworks very far away from the animals as possible.
All right, now let's leave it at that, Gideon. Thank you so much for coming through. Gideon Morar, he is the Senior Inspector from SPCA, talking to us as to how to keep our pets safe during the New Year's fireworks this weekend.